With one title defense of that belt is a proven finisher. She has knockout power, great experience, and she is looking to showcase those great striking skills here tonight inside the octagon.
This girl has ridiculously impressive, lightning-fast hand speed. It is one of her best qualities and one of the most terrifying things that you could face inside the octagon. When someone is faster than you, it is such a huge advantage.
33 professional wins, 9 by knockout. She is an 18-time world champion and 2008 Fighter of the Year candidate with Floyd Mayweather and George Rush St. Pierre. Her full attention, though, now is on the sport of MMA and becoming one of the best to ever compete inside the octagon.
Just a full arsenal of wrestling and judo to rely fighters to the ground.
Lauren Murphy enters the octagon. Tacoma Park, Maryland is very tough to beat, especially if this fight goes to the ground.
This girl has excellent footwork. She is very difficult to get a hold of, very difficult to keep up against the cage, and her footwork, both moving in and out and side to side, are outstanding. She's very difficult to catch cleanly and excellent at closing the distance and landing her own strikes.
And leave with a victory.
This fighter is one of the best in the business at bringing fighters to the ground. Her takedowns are spectacular. She's so good at closing the distance and throwing fighters onto the ground. And one of her best assets is her ability to utilize all the different techniques of takedowns, whether they're throws or trips or singles or doubles. She can do it all. This girl has amazing cardio and stamina. It is one of her best assets. She keeps a very fast pace, and you can literally see opponents start to wilt in the second and third round when they're being forced to try to keep up with her.
Amanda Nunes, set to fight tonight here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship-level performance and retain her title.
Raquel Pennington, ready to defend her UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship. Despite of her professional career as she battles for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship.
Ronda Rousey was a bronze medalist in the Olympics in judo and has one of the best arm bars in the history of combat sports.
Ronda Rousey steps into the octagon, and this time she wants to leave with the belt. Bantamweight belt.
As she makes her way to the octagon right now, her preparation has been perfect. She is in fantastic shape, she is focused, she is motivated, and she believes she will leave this cage tonight as the new champion of the world.
Ashlee Smith enters the octagon with one goal, leaving as the champion.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship-level performance and retain her title.
Elizabeth Phillips, ready to defend her UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship. 6 and turned professional in 2007. A rare breed, Miesha Tate actually wrestled in high school, and she has put her great grappling skills on display many times.
Miesha Tate is a beautiful woman who just happens to be amongst the very best fighters in the world, not just in the women's division of mixed martial arts, but in mixed martial arts, period. This girl has ridiculous stamina. The ability to push a pace that her opponent can't keep up with is one of her strongest assets. Her cardio is off the charts.
Marion Renaud is set for our main event of the evening. Training camp and feels outstanding.
This girl has off-the-charts cardio. It is one of her biggest assets and one of the things that she pushes the hardest on. She knows that most fighters can't keep up with her, so she drags them into a race that they simply can't win. It's one of her strongest assets, and she is extremely confident in utilizing it.
Back in 2007, her grappling is her strength, but she has really evolved with her striking game and can do it all. A very aggressive fighter. She's looking to put on a show tonight.
Cat Zingano has determination, heart, will, and some devastating knees and elbows to go along with it. Her striking is amongst the best in the world at 135 pounds.
She's ready to go.
This girl has excellent footwork. It's one of her strongest qualities. She is very difficult to hit, and she can close the distance and hit you very quickly. Very tough to train with anybody who can emulate the type of footwork that she possesses.
Jessica enters the octagon, ready to throw down. And continued on. And it was at that time that her trainers knew they had one tough fighter on her hands. And now, she truly is one of the best in the world.
Liz Carmouche has power, has heart, has determination, and ferocious ground and pound. She is amongst the elite in the world at 135 pounds. This girl is an excellent striker. Very fast hands, excellent Muay Thai, good boxing, very good takedown defense, and she is an aggressive pressure fighter. This girl has ridiculous hand speed. It is one of her best assets and one of the most terrifying things. She can hit you before you can hit her, and she can also get out of the way before you can hit her. It's a terrifying thing fighting someone who has the kind of hand speed that she possesses.
Ashlee Evans-Smith looking for a victory in the octagon tonight.
Cardio and stamina. It is one of her best assets. She keeps a very fast pace, and you can literally see opponents start to wilt in the second and third round when they're being forced to try to keep up with her.
Germaine Durandamy steps inside the octagon, ready to fight. She will look tonight to take this fight to the ground and finish quickly by submission.
This girl has outstanding speed and footwork. Very difficult to catch, very elusive, and very good at closing the distance and landing her own strikes. She is absolutely terrifying on the feet because of this.
Alexis Davis enters the octagon,